the name of the company right here, guys? Like, I'm assuming. Yeah.
Wow, delicious.
So first of all, I'm sorry for my English. It's going to be a little bit busted.
Your English is great.
Thank you. So the difference between the specialty coffee and the commercial coffee, it goes because all of these defects, these are going to give you bad flavors and even problems with the stomach.
Right, acidity, right?
Yes, that's the problem. And to cover all of these defects, you have to roast in a high level, which is going to be more like carbon or smoked flavors. But once you obtain clean beans with no even one defect, you can go with a lower level of roast, which is going to give you the best flavors of the coffee in itself. For example, this one has won on 2017 as the best coffee in Mexico.
Wow.
It is a Pacamara. It is coming from Veracruz.
Oh, wow.
Where is it coming from?
It smells good.
Oh, Veracruz. Oh.
Yes.
And it won the award for best coffee in 2017.
Yes.
Very nice.
This one, for example, it was the winner on 2012. It is coming also from Veracruz.
Wow.
And it is totally different than the commercial one.
What are the different notes in there? Are they
For example, this one has more like grosellas. I don't know the word in English. I think it is the same.
Is it a fruit or no?
It is a fruit, yes.
Okay.
This one is cacao and cinnamon.
Okay.
This one is going to be more like red fruits.
Oh, like berries, like all the mixture of red fruits. Okay.
Yeah, that's
very
good,
nice.
Very sweet, this one. This one, tamarindo.
Tamarindo, sí.
Tamarindo.
It's not spicy. It is more like a pineapple.
Like sour, a little tangy.
A little bit. This one is very sweet, and it is more like a pineapple.
Oh, that's really good. That smells really good.
Yeah. I've never smelled one like that before.
No, that's amazing.
This one is going to be totally different than the previous, and it is coming from Chiapas, from Finca Santa Cruz.
Chiapas.
And this have won on 2019.
Is this smokiness, like a smoky? What's in?
It is very intensive, but more in like this is chocolate and grosellas also.
Oh, okay.
And more like red fruits.
Red fruits as well. Okay, very nice.
This geisha, it is a little bit less intensive, but it's going to be more like roses and citrus.
Wow, I can smell the roses in there. That's amazing. Because when you, we were watching a documentary on how the coffee is produced, and we know that they actually bury some of the whatever fruits or the flowers with the plant to get it to
taste, absorb.
It's going to give you some profile similar than the rest of the plants. And what they do, for example, they need to put it on shadows, and they use bigger trees to cover it from the sun, and then they use like bananas trees and
like
cherries.
The leaves, the bananas, the big leaves.
The platinums.
Yes. And so the coffee is going to take some of the notes from the other trees. It is very interesting. No.
Machine right here, guys.
Wow, guys, this is amazing that because we love coffee. That this is amazing that you. Thank you for coming up and telling us about it. Now, do you guys have connections with where you get the coffee from? Are people do people allowed to go visit like the coffee?
Direct from the farms.
So the people have is there transparency? Do you know exactly where it's coming from?
Yes, you can obtain all that information here. This one is coming from Santa Cruz, La Concordia, Chiapas. The farmer is Jose Arguello.
Wow, that's amazing.
And it is because, yes, we are the ones who are selling it, we are roasting it, but they deserve the merit of all of these credit, yes. Sorry.
No, you're perfect.
And you can find this same information in all of our coffees. And this one, you can even go to Cup of Excellence Mexico on internet.
Before I leave, can you write it down for me?
Cup of excellence.
It is a global competition.
Cup of excellence.
Cup of excellence.
And
Okay.
then there is where you can find all of these ranker of the rank of these copies for each year. For example, the latest one, it is 2019 because we know 2020 we couldn't make this
It's okay, don't worry.
Dime en español.
We should know Spanish. You're doing great.
I forget the certamen, la competencia.
Certificate?
La competencia? The competence?
There's like a certificate certification.
Yes.
Certification, yeah.
I just forget the word, I'm sorry.
No.
On 2020 there was no competition, but right now they are finishing ranking this for the present year. So we're just waiting until July to see who's the winner.
Okay.
Oh, very nice. Oh, okay, so it's a competition.
Yeah.
You're waiting. Okay.
Cup of excellence. Yeah, that's what
Wow.
They just copying. They just finished the copying, but we are just waiting for the results.
Okay.
To see who is the winner,
So-
and maybe we can bring it here.
that'd be nice.
How many different types of coffee does Alta Nota Cafe sell? How many different types?
We have like 12 right now.
12?
Yes.
Okay.
And we actually we are in a kind of process to experiment with new things. Like this one, for example, it has been covered in green with whiskey.
Oh, wow, you can smell that bourbon. Guys, if you love bourbon,
Oh,
that's
man.
amazing.
Yeah, we lived in Kentucky, so we know about the bourbon in Kentucky.
Yeah.
This one, for example, is with mezcal. It
Mezcal.
is totally different.
That bourbon one smells. I like that bourbon one. This one too. It's a little more calm, you know.
Yes.
That one is more loud.
And well, yes, this one is going to be to show you different things about coffee. For example, we use this as the original. If we haven't mixed with other things, it's going to taste like this.
It's like the coffee, right?
That's like a nice mild.
Yeah.
It is a good one, and with this, it is totally incredible. But you cannot compete with these coffees because it's not a natural thing.
I've never smelled anything like this. This is the best I've had. It's amazing. I would like to try one to bring home. Do you guys grind it up for us? We have just a coffee machine.
Yeah, you just need to tell me how do you prepare your coffee, and I'm going to give you the perfect grind for it.
Okay.
Okay, we just
Just
have
drip.
a little drip coffee
Drip
machine.
coffee machine.
Okay.
The little
With filter and
Yes,
stuff.
with the filter.
It's going to be a middle grind level.
middle grind.
And how much do you charge per
Each
per
bag.
bag?
We have different prices. It's going from 250 pesos to 450 pesos. These two guys, it's 450 pesos. This one, it is a presidential there because it goes over 9 points, and you can see here. This one is going to go. The price is going to be 350 pesos.
Okay. Do you sell it only in the bags, or do you sell it at like
smaller quantities.
small?
No, it is the standard.
So okay.
This is really good. So you guys, this right here. And what is your name?
Oscar.
Hey, Oscar, you're always here? Are you always here?
No, yes, I'm always, but Mondays, that's my lesson day.
So Oscar really did a great job, guys, on like telling us about all this coffee. And I'm telling you guys, come here and check this out because the smells of these coffees and even the cacao bean that he let us taste with the caramel, it was amazing. I had no intentions of buying anything, but we are coffee lovers. You know how we like to make things at home, and we're gonna pick up a bag right now. We're gonna have you guys watch and have Oscar grind one up and see what he recommends. So for us, what do you recommend? Low acidity, but something.
No caffeine.
You don't have descafeinado.
We don't have it right now. It's a lower consumption of decaf that we don't have right now.
Okay, that's okay. So they don't have descafeinado, decaffeinated right now, but in the future maybe. So we're gonna go ahead and get something here. What do you recommend for us? Something that for every day.
Okay. My recommendation for all the people who doesn't know the quality, the characteristics.
The characteristics of the coffee?
The characteristics of the coffee. If you want to try a new profile of coffee that maybe you haven't tasted before, I will go for a more something like fruits. This natural is going to give you something like you haven't tasted probably before. And it is an intensive one. It is like chocolate, berries. And if you want to taste something that you're not going to find, you can try with mix with whiskey or mezcales.
Oh, you mix it together?
Once it was on green, the bean was green, and we wait 3 days on bourbon or mezcal. Then we put it on dry on the sun.
Right.
And then we put it on the roast. So it is a experiment that we are doing right now, and the profile that we obtained, it is over, but we expect it is good taste, and it is totally different. But this one is not for all the people. Not all the people have a taste for this kind of profile.
So you do, it sounds like you do a natural process. You don't do the chemical process. You dry it in the sun,
yes,
which is natural, which is really if the berries dry out there first.
Yes.
That's very nice.
Not as berry, as beans.
The beans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that process, I'm trying to explain you because this one, it wasn't berries. This one has been the mix with tamarindo. It wasn't berries.
You tried it with the berries first, and the other ones that you
it was only on beans. Yes. It's a little bit different, and it's going to give you a very interesting profile of coffee. And well, if you are more like a pure coffee,
like my husband, he
probably
loves
natural.
Like he likes the chocolate, caramel type of flavors like that.
Yeah.
Definitely it's going to be this one, but the acidity here is more like grapes. It's a kind of acidity, and this one is going to be more like fruits and blah blah blah. But if you are asking for a lower acidity, maybe the Pacamay is going to give you what you are looking for. Yes, it is very perfumed, and it is the last one that we have right now. And yes, it is amazing how this one can keep on the rank of the first 10 coffees of Mexico. I was just looking for the list of the 2019, and this one, even when they won on 2017, they obtained the 6th place on 2019. So the quality is keeping on every year.
Okay. And I don't know, I kind of like the first one. He's blessed. You like that one too? It had like the berries and chocolate.
Yeah.
You like that one too?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go with the first one you showed us.
Yes.
I like that smell. So in the mid-level grind, and if you have a card that we can have a business card, do you have one?
And we use more like Instagram. I can give you my personal number, so you can send me a message whenever you want.
Okay. Yeah.
What's this one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Just give me a second.
Thank you so much,
All right,
Oscar. Well, so guys, this has actually turned into a longer video than we expected, but I'm glad because we do love our coffee and we love to make it at home. And this is, I mean, honestly, guys, the scent of each of those coffees when you open that bag, it was incredible. We've been to other places, other coffee shops, because we used to love kind of just going, scoping around and getting fresh coffee, especially when we lived in Lexington, Kentucky. Even in Boise, Idaho, we would go out and, you know, get our coffee beans and have them ground them up. And this is the first place that we came across that, you know, someone actually showed us all of these coffees. And
as you see, he was knowledgeable. He was knowledgeable about what he was talking about. He was just showing us everything. He seemed like he was coming out very honest. So we're gonna get this, and we get back to you guys. Oh, it seems like he's already has it right here.
Do it maybe in the machine here.
No,
just as a recommendation, don't put it on the fridge.
Yes.
Because it can absorb all of the flavors, and the change of temperature is going to create humidity inside the bag.
So just keep it in an airtight container, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And keep all the air outside, and that's all.
Yes.
If you want some cacao, this one has been designed in this craft, and it is coming from Tabasco. It is another thing that keeps.
Oh, from Tabasco.
Yes, and it is helping once you're taking your cup of coffee and you start to bite it just a little bit. It's going to increase the experience with bitterness and
food kind of
yes,
combination.
it is the same. I don't know the word in English, but there is a specific one
for your palate. It will intensify
cleanse.
the palate.
Yes, and this one is going to intensify the bitterness and sweetness with the coffee. So it is amazing how it works.
What size bag do you have of that?
Yes, we have for 100 grams, and it costs 150 pesos.
Okay, we'll take one of those.
pick one.
But you should to hide it until you get on top, because you will want to finish it before you go. But maybe you're going to drink some beer, right?
Well, we're actually just gonna go take a look. We don't drink a lot of beer, but we do YouTube, and we wanted to show people who follow our channel what they can come do in Querétaro. So this is really nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I can just make a call. There is a craft of my friend who is a painter, and it is amazing. It is on the second floor.
Okay.
And you should try it.
Up there? He does painting up there?
Yes.
Oh, she does painting?
No, he.
Okay.
And he's painting right now. Maybe I can just make a call if he can receive you there.
Oh, okay. Sure. That'll be very nice. Thank you.
To show us the painting?
Yeah, to show us the painting.
It's not like he's teaching. He's showing how he's working with his paints.
Okay.
Which is a very high level of dimension and what he wants to express to people.
Okay.
And people do they pay him to learn?
No.
He just wants to show everybody?
No, well, he's showing his place, but he's not teaching how to paint.
But he's not teaching. Okay.
No, he's not teaching. You can just see a gallery.
Oh, beautiful. That'll be very nice. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
If you want me, I can just call him.
Sure. So guys, Oscar's gonna make a phone call. He wants us to go ahead and meet up with his friend who does painting. He doesn't charge or teach painting, but he wants to show us his gallery. So we're gonna go ahead and enjoy it and take you guys along. So we are gonna cut here, pick up our coffee and our cacao beans, and we'll be right back with you.
All right, guys, we are back. We left from getting some coffee.
Yes, we have our little treats here. I'm so excited to try this coffee. I love the fact that I wanted that transparency, which is why I asked him, and I love the fact that you can see the name of the farm, the location where it came from. You can look it up. He said Cup of Excellence. Is that what he said?
Yeah, .com, something like that. Couple of
.mx.com maybe. So I love that transparency, and I'm telling you guys, you come down here, if you're a coffee lover, you will love that place. Yeah. It's really, really lovely.
It was a little bit, honestly speaking, like it was a little bit somewhat pricey, but honestly it's the same price as you would pay for coffee in the United States when you have it grinded up or whatever.
The way I look at it is like this, guys. The bag of coffee that we got, so this bag was 350 pesos. Okay, he grinded it up for us at a mid-level.
I think it was 300 pesos.
Excuse me, 300 pesos. So give or take, let's say $15, okay? Think about this. You can go, even here in Querétaro, we always tell you guys, yes, you know, Mexico is affordable, but Santiago de Queretaro is a middle-class city. When it comes to like eating out or clothing or electronics, you will pay comparable prices to the United States. I'm going to tell you right now. So eating out and things like that, they don't necessarily come cheap unless you go for the cheap eats or, you know, quick bites or whatever. So something like this, you know, honestly though, we don't do it all the time. But you know, if you go and buy a cup of coffee here, you're gonna spend, you know, like $3-4 sometimes. Like you're gonna spend like $3 per person on a basic coffee, and
like 60 pesos.
It can go
50,
up from
50,
there.
30 to 60 some pesos. It just depends.
Right.
Yeah.
So this right here for us will last us quite a bit of time. So for us it works out, and we don't do it all the time. So.